the audience from Bob, who asks, do you think the pharmacist job market will correct itself?
Well, I mean, we're in a market correction now. It's just not necessarily in favor of pharmacists. And so what the question is, I think, do we think that we will see a return to the high salaries and plentiful jobs that we saw in the past? And I don't know that we will, not in the short term, unless we see new models of compensation and payment for pharmacist cognitive services. I think that we're going to continue to see the conditions that we are in now for at least the short term.
I agree. I don't know if there is a profession where there has been a correction of this magnitude that we would desire to see, but unless there's a new space created for pharmacists, then I agree. I don't know if that's something that we'll bounce back from.
Okay. Well, I appreciate everybody who has hopped on and answered questions. We'd like to thank Dr. Gina Butler, Dr. Sarah Lawrence, and Dr. Chivas Owle, who unfortunately had some internet issues and wasn't able to complete this webinar. We'd like to invite everybody to come visit Student Doctor Network. We have a number of resources for folks who are looking at going into pharmacy, as well as a number of other health professional schools. And I also wanted to highlight that we have a webinar scheduled again for next week. It's going to be at 5 p.m. on August 4th, and it'll be available on a GoToWebinar. It's going to be an interview success webinar. And so if you have an interview in your future for medical school or potentially for another health professional school, then that would be a webinar you might be interested in attending. You can find out more at studentdoctor.net. We'll be putting up the information on registering for that as well soon. Again, I want to thank Dr. Lawrence, Dr. Butler for your time. We really appreciate you taking the time out to speak to students and folks who have questions about the pharmacy job market. And we hope you have a good rest of your evening. Thank you very much.
Thank you.
If you enjoyed this, click the thumbnail to watch the full video or visit Student Doctor Network to see the free resources we have available to help you become a doctor.